which is we're going to be able to build a wonderful social media ecosystem that has its own empowering arrangement with its own user-owned cryptocurrency. We have just explained to you that it's, as we had this arrangement earlier on, but we're looking at the wonderful preparedness that is required to make sure that we show you through the Google Trends how powerful it is to have our own ecosystem build up with its own user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. Then went through to give you all the different arrangements of what will be required and where we are. I think, and that will table, maybe if you switch off all the mics just for the sake of the presentation, there's quite a lot of noise behind it. Just to yeah, no, thank you very much. So that at least we don't have those different noises behind the ground. So it's important that I took you from the beginning and explained to you all the important arrangements, and we really try to summarize and make sure that all the challenges that you guys have been facing, we can actually come up with solutions in a very timely way and allow you to still go ahead and get to the destination of what exactly we need to do and how we be able to accomplish it. And this is very powerful. And having our own ecosystem have its own user-owned arrangement of payment and with our own user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency is very, very timely. And it's what actually brings you and everyone around Weownomy to really understand how this is going to be happening. I just explained to you that we have a very great potential of web traffic from now mobile phones, laptops, tablets, other devices, and how we can really leverage what we have and our business model to really make sure that we build something. And you guys are going to see that as we develop. I'm very, very much excited, and knowing that our launch in November starts with the chat app. And that is, you very well know that even just on the platform, most of the users prefer using the mobile more than the laptops and desktops. So we have a very good timely participation in November, and social networking apps, entertainment, games, shopping, all of that will be integrated on our platform, and using our own Weons. It's just going to be, just to put it precisely, by November, our Weon cryptocurrency price should even be much more than what we have as on a pegged value right now with 1 gram of gold. So that's going to be wonderful. Music apps and all that, it's going to really do wonderful. The share of time is going to increase because most of the people who know that now they're sharing their time at the same time, they have the value being appreciated with the Weons is something very important, and it's going to really increase the usability. And once the usability increases, it also helps to actually build the whole ecosystem and market price. And so that's very important to understand why we have our own Weons. It's just to build all of the message of a business model around what the project provides. And that's very important to many people to understand that, because many people don't even understand the whole supply demand structure of how the demand creation is set up around any currencies. And even when you look at the export earnings, the imports, the more the country exports out the strength of the currency, but the more the country imports the devaluation of that currency as well. So just to look at what we're exporting out in terms of the products and services around Weownomy, as the Weownomy chart, Weownomy web, and also very important, the advertisement revenue, the 2 digital banks. It's amazing. It's just going to make everything very unique around Weons. And that's something that we are going to really appreciate. And the usability across the world is going to really start very powerfully, especially with the launch of the digital bank in the United States website that comes through. We're going to also have a lot of users from the United States who are coming on board. And also we expand in Asia and across the continent with also a digital bank in one of the African countries. That's going to be very, 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 very powerful. So I am very excited, very grateful, and just to really make sure that you guys, with all what you're going through, you're going to be very excited as well. We are doing a huge, huge, huge way of making sure that it's important. And again, as I finish all this presentation, I like to summarize, because most of the people would also still like to have a better way of explaining to them in a written format. So I'll do that so that you're not left out. You also see. Today we had an opportunity also to use the Google Trends to type out some of this meta social media and show the opportunity that we have with Weownomy. It's amazing. And that, again, having our own Weons, it's just going to be grow strength by strength, and it's just going to be very powerful. And the whole presentation is around how a business model can be able to build a wonderful platform, and that platform, again, being able to utilize a monetization way that can directly be distributed to different people, and how that can not only build their purchasing power to meet all their different needs, but again, build an ecosystem that can serve lots and lots of people globally. And that's what we've really talked about. And as we speak, Facebook has more than 1.95 billion monthly active users, and they're doing very well. We have 80,000, which is coming up also very well. And it's something that we're building with a wonderful ecosystem around what we're doing. So it's amazing. Looking at also the Facebook audience, that's the advertisement exchange network of Facebook, which is also wonderful. Ours is much different, unique in how it's going to be set up using Weons. It's just going to be very exciting, very strategic, and really build and make sure that our people who really need it most in Africa can really get the best solution from the project. And the numbers, again, are so wonderful how the whole project grows when you see the numbers of other social media platforms, what they have, what we have, what we tend to do. Because to just get the numbers is not a problem, but again, how those numbers, again, they're just from the same social media platforms. So they just can come on our platform, and you can actually see how great that is. And I'm very excited as we get to finalize all these issues and really make this very wonderful. I normally want to go ahead and now that you know, Weownomy Social Network has now a new baby, Weon Network. The whole network as Weownomy Social Network without Weons just started in April, and now we are so happy to really see we have more than 8,000 people. And again, now that we're introducing Weons, the next very short period of time, starting with a value of $57, it's just going to be very, very wonderful. And now we have the opportunity for the company to be able to deliver on the 18th using this very fast Weons, and making sure that as we go in many different, because not only 1 month, but the other different months, we're just going to carry beautiful memories around us. And those memories are so unique. So I'm very excited to know that we have you guys. And being a CEO of a global platform is very exciting. It could be very challenging, but again, I learned so quickly. I have all the different uniqueness that I've learned with the book that I wrote, The New Future of Money. So it gave me quite a lot of insights, and those are the insights now that we're doing all the best to make sure that we build up something wonderful. So it's amazing and very powerful. Again, I love these pictures. I just thought that playing them again gives us a very understanding that we have a practical picture. Every representation of few members is just going to cover the whole nation, and these are going to be wonderful people who have taken the whole go-go trend. So your participation there is certainly, don't take it lightly. Go-go trend is looking at that, and it gives us what we have today, and what you guys, your efforts of what you're doing helps us to build what you're building today, and that's amazing. And so I'm very excited, very happy that you guys don't give up, and you guys now have a disruptive company that works in a very unique ways and to really do the best, and that's very amazing. Then we have Namibia, always the darling of Weownomy. These guys are very, 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 very passionate. Again, all your efforts are amazing, and you can never imagine what you guys are doing. It's your company, it's your vision, it's all your creativity of what you guys are doing, and it's amazing, amazing. And I can assure you that in just very few days, you just came to remember that when you put all your efforts, what you focus on grows, and your focus on what you really want is what exactly you're going to get. And so if the passion is to focus on this and do it very wonderful, absolutely, that's what you get. And I can assure you, it's happening, and it's memories. So you guys have just come like yesterday. I remember the very first time I got a call from Namibia. I think there were only 2 ladies who got started there, but now it's the whole nation. Quite a number of people who are talking about Weownomy, and it's amazing, amazing how you guys do it, how you guys have actually made all this passionate feel, and how it makes us really proud of what you do. And I can assure you, it has a great impact for the continent in Africa, and you're very special, just like any other Weownomer in South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana, every different country. Your participation is amazing, unique, and it's going to turn around the continent. So we want to say that all of you, what you're building, you're just building the real future, the real way that we want to see the better lives across the continent, across the world. And your participation is what requires just a platform to just come and ignite that creativity in you. And it's amazing what you guys do. And just know that we're just getting started. We have a very bright future ahead of us, and it's just gonna do the best. So the best is still coming. We have so many different challenges that we have had, and many people don't really understand that Weownomy comes, in a way to give you a solution, and that solution is actually to amplify what you have. And what you have is what is going to change Weownomy, not necessarily what the C is. So the C is just strategic to just get some pieces of what you guys bring on the table. And I'm also able to use my experience and all the important partnerships that we can also be able to bring on the table to build the best. So Weownomy is just a company that is going to really focus and make sure that we turn around and make sure the best for everyone is what is our focus. We actually don't really focus on negativity. That comes and goes, but what really stays is what will make you alive, a better person for many years. So your individuality is what really matters, and that individuality with how we impact and build wonderful global social media platform is very important and critical, that all of us have this idea, and this idea is what we believe in, and we're able to build all our different ideas. You all shine, we all shine. It's not only one person, but all of us come through, and it's critically important and very powerful that we get as many pictures like this ones around our passion, so that when this company becomes a billion-dollar company, and we can reflect before your participation when the company was just getting started, you'll be so happy to see the picture before and the picture after, with your uniqueness and how you participated to make this a better company, because it's the vision and how we actualize it and how we build it to make sure that it helps as many people as possible. It's so powerful. And that's what we want to make sure that all of you can really build that. So that's very powerful. Be proud of what you're building, because Weownomy is a new way of life. And that new way of life is to improve and make sure that there's tens and thousands of people out there who would love to know that we have the best of the best coming through Weownomy, and again, building a better world. So that is very important. And as you know, we always have this very important, development. And I've just told you that Weownomy chat now is in production. So that means anytime we're going to have some few people who can look through it before November. And that's going to be very powerful. Everything that we do, we're doing it to build our Weons. And that's the most powerful thing. You do something and you want to know, how am I going to be paid? We pay ourselves by building the usability of our own and new crypto, user-owned cryptocurrency, which is just going to be very powerful globally. And it has all the foundational factors that makes it the best to really turn around, because every product that we have is built around the DNA to change the way we have been in the continent in a peaceful way. And again, many people who come and see us organized, they're just going to enrich the whole ecosystem. So no one is going to sell Weownomy now, because Weons is owned by everyone. 210 billion is just going to be distributed to as many people who come in through the network. And as I've just told you, any payments from now on will now be issued in Weons, and that makes it more powerful. Convert it, get your Weons, and it's amazing how that is going to work out, and a very, very, very wonderful way that this is going to really change the whole face of the social media globally. And with that, let me just take you through, and we see this important opportunity that we have here, and so that you understand that whatever you do is just going to make Weons very powerful. And once Weon becomes powerful, you make a lot out of it. So it's very important that that is clear and understood. And so I've just told you that Weownomy chat, and I love to share with you all these updates. You can see this, our gentlemen and women, they're here. It's showing chat, and then we have this W, which is Weownomy. And it's amazing that this is beautiful, great. And this is the ecosystem. This is the product that we keep saying, that we have a product, and we are not just selling hype, and that product is what is well received globally by other social media platforms. You can see the login, how your login will be. Now that it's in the production, in a very short while, we can be able to have it tested out by you guys to download it, like the way you download all these different apps. We have already been asked to open an app account with Apple, Google Play, and the Delta Belly did that very well, very successful. So it's all going on very well. And I just want to show you that the people who are working on this app, there are 5 women. So women out there, you guys are amazing. You're very passionate, and you're doing a very wonderful job. So they are the ones who are very talented, and they're doing all this beautiful work. And so that it's very important. I recognize and really let you know that it's amazing. So they have all these screens which shows you the different stages. You open, go through open an account, forget password, what, and all that. So this is how the old screens are. But again, it gets to be fitted in the production, and then the whole process works very well. So they keep on adding small things, and but it's amazing. That's what I'm telling you guys, that when we have an ecosystem, the ecosystem alone makes everything very easy. And now we have added Weons, a new baby who's gonna run and power. You can see the wallet somewhere here. That's where Weons is gonna be. And those Weons are now going to be critically very important on any of the transactions, any of the activities that you personally do. So this is how our Weownomy chart looks like. Very, very interesting, very powerful. And this, again, once we get started with it in November, it will give us a great deal of opportunity with having our own cryptocurrency being interacted here. You're going to have a lot of people who will definitely participate. And so it's amazing how an idea is being developed, and you see it with your own eyes. And many people who think that we're just selling stories, not at all. We truly have a product, and that product is all set up around an ecosystem, which we have introduced today, Weownomy Crypto, which is going to be mainly used on our platform, but again, also used by our co-owners and anyone who now wants to participate. So it's just amazing and very powerful what this means to the future of Weownomy globally. And if our Google trends can actually increase even before such a product is out, so just imagine when such a product will be out, how many people. And I like the way they designed it. You can see different races involved in this project. So I am very, very honored and happy and always grateful. So our wallet will have these Weons. So this is in US dollars, but now most of them will be quoted in Weons, and then you can convert it in any of your currency of your choice. Okay, so that is great. We're looking at that. Then we have the web. That's just like Facebook. This is also great. Things are moving on very well. The login area is always beautiful. Okay. And it's good to see all this development. So this is gonna launch, minimum launch in December. And then in November, we have the one of Weownomy chart. So all of this is going to drive huge web traffic. And the web traffic is gonna drive great opportunity for Weons to increase, and again the digital bank in the United States and the one in Africa. So it's something very, very, very powerful what we are looking at. Shouldn't forget that the days of humble beginnings and how these all things are developing are critical for building what we believe is going to change a lot of social media users, because if you can tap all these social media users, you can literally make a great impact across the world. Okay, so that is amazing. So I'm very, very excited about that, and very grateful to really make sure that we have a lot of great disruptive and very timely to really go ahead. So thank you very much, and I see that we have this great impact going forward with what we have set around us, and this is greatly amazing. Okay, so and that shows us, so this the marketplace whereby we can have different advertisers bring their projects, bring their products for sale, and this is where all our Weownomy users will be able to interact with their Weons, which is clearly very powerful, amazing, and that's where we are building all this value, and hopefully you see what we're doing and you appreciate it. Okay, so with that said, I think we have a great opportunity here. Let me see. Yeah, that is amazing what we have, and it's powerful that now we also are introducing our ecosystem with content creators, users, Mozanzi ecosystem. And now that we have our own Weon, it makes it much more practical, much more easier to strategize with all that we need to do, with all the important agreements and everything that we're setting around, including even the social media virtual agencies, based on what I wrote to you in my official letters. So that's very important. Pan-African Peace Accords, that's a very wonderful foundation as well, which we are working together, and that could really do great with Weons, because they do also have a different package of up to $10 billion, and that can also improve what we intend to do with them and also our Weons. So that's something very powerful. Thank you very much, and I'll be happy to hear some of your questions and see what of any ideas, any thoughts that you have. Thank you very much. Dadel Tebeli. Dadel Tebeli.
Peter?
Yeah, we are done, and probably we can have any questions going forward.
Yes, but we have some hands that are already up.
Evening, leaders, evening, CEO Ntateli Tebele.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, I'm so excited, I'm so thankful. Thank you for tonight's presentation. And I don't know how can I express myself to say thank you. To start a coin is something wonderful. I don't have words. I also want to thank Ntateli Tebele with your team. behind the scenes, you're working very hard, tirelessly, Ndade. We have seen great improvement from your team. Thank you so much. What I just want, maybe my understanding to be clear. Now we're going to go to self-key as a solution, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to go to self-key. We're going to download it. That's the one that we're going to use for the 18th. Yes, absolutely.
And from this self-key, that's where we're going to get our Weons crypto.
Yes, absolutely.
Which means now, my CEO, we need to just pack aside the white Bitcoin and pay Bitcoin, because pay Bitcoin, as it was giving most of us challenges, and focus to this self-key.
Absolutely, because it will now be able to, this one is now built around our ecosystem. Now the others, Wise Bitcoin and Pay Bitcoin, those ones are just part of the adopted ecosystems that wanted to really work with us. So as they work around that, at least we have our own, which we can really be able to build. And we are also open to work with them at any time when we see everything of theirs is okay. So for now, it's much better we deal with something that we can be able to allow all of our co-owners, and the value is already set up just the same like the other different values that are set up around HCX and eCash. But this is just going to be something very unique, and it's picking up because already we have more than 80,000 users. We already have an ecosystem. We already have a product. Everything is timely. So it's just going to serve very well in a very short period of time.
Which means tomorrow morning, we're going to get a video that is showing us what to do so that we can start downloading and making sure that we register.
Yes, absolutely. Even with what I've been doing, if you can check out the same YouTube, I just showed the different steps. You can just go through it. But again, if you need a video, we can also arrange with our team to make sure they also work on it.
Okay, thank you, Ndade. And then the last question that I have is, are the people still allowed to pay? Because I think for 2 to 3 days, we had a challenge as we helping our downlines to upgrade to class C of going through the system. We had some glitches. Can we do it maybe tomorrow to finish up? When is the cutoff date, sir?
Now with our own Weons, we are going to change most likely the whole structure, because it will be much more easier with what we had adopted with the other two cryptocurrencies. There was a difference because we could not control the prices that are on the market, but with ours we can now look in a different way of how we can approach. So I'll try and be able to be accommodative with the latter to really make sure that people can now see the better forward, because we're dealing with Weons, it's different, it's ours, and we're going to make sure that we help as many people who want to come on the platform using Weons.
Okay, I think we'll wait for that. Say it will be very good, because we have people that are on our list and they are waiting for us to help them to be upgraded to class C. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Great.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yes, I'm Pedro.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, CEO, thank you very much for the presentation.
Yes,
and
thank you for appreciating.
I am also very happy for the project of Weons. I think I'm very excited also. It's a very good project, a very great project.
Yes.
But I've got a question and a bit of concern
Yes.
concerning the platform
Yes.
and also concerning the Ethereum network. Because when I was listening to you somewhere, you were saying we are coming not Weownomy, we are not coming to create problems but solutions.
Yes.
And we had a problem with Wise Bitcoin. We had a problem with Paybito. But the other problem that I've seen here, because already when you were speaking, I tried to download the system and I registered also already. So
Okay.
I wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
About our token
Yes.
and the Ethereum network.
Yes.
What is really going to happen concerning the Ethereum fees? Because according to what I know, as what we are working into many projects of tokens and coins. Right now, many platforms which are working with Ethereum, even the withdrawal, sometimes they are suspended because of the high fees of Ethereum network. So how are we going to deal with this issue in our platform of Weownomy? That's the first question. The second question, also, I don't really know because it was my first time to see this self-key platform. But I don't really know it. But according to the review that I have seen on YouTube, on Play Store, it seemed like they've got also some challenges. I don't know if you have looked into them before you make a contract with them or you discuss with them. So I don't know really how are we going to face this kind of challenges, because it seems like the app has got also a lot of challenges. Because even when we are trying to register and when you are checking the credential, they are telling you it is not open, it is not existing, some of the things like that. I don't know if we are not going to go back to the same problem like the one of Paybito. So that was my concern.
Okay. Yeah, I've tried it out. The whole experience was good. I don't really, okay, so many reviews and different challenges can be here and there, but this one is much more quicker because what we wanted with this is that we can have your own wallet whereby we can deposit the tokens on your behalf, which you'll be able to trade. So that's the most challenging, so that they have solved that problem of redeveloping a wallet and stuff like that, and the timelines that we have. So we want to make sure that at least you can be able to have a wallet, keep it very well, you get your tokens in there. And then the other arrangement is what you're saying, if you're going to be able to trade our token with the others, we have that way that we can also be able to switch it to even Bitcoins or even other cryptocurrencies, but most likely people would like to pay it with Bitcoin. That's fine. And for the different fees, according to ours, we try to really structure our token to make sure that it doesn't charge people a great deal of amount of fees, that we really made sure. And looking at a very small number that we're starting with, probably 30,000 who are going to trade, but the other ones can still be given that. But what we wanted to really make sure that there's a solution for people at least on the 18th or even before that, to really make sure that those ones get to really receive those payments. And if there's any improvement going forward on any of the different arrangements or challenges, we can look at that. But I think this one will be quick, much better than Pepito, because Pepito was a huge challenge. But I believe with this one, they've dealt with quite a number of projects, and so they're doing well. Pepito is mostly one project that they really we're not thinking of getting a huge, because the nature of Weownomy as a social media platform, it's like we get a lot of people who come through. So that's why we have also thought of, okay, let's truly build our own ecosystem around the value of having all our people benefit with our own Weons program, then rather than importing quite a lot of adopted cryptocurrencies which may have issues. So initially is to make it a little bit easier. So we structured and looked at self-key, and what I liked with them is that they can allow us even to handle the KYC on our own, and that will help a lot if there's anything that is required on our side to really make sure. And the other advantage is to have our own exchange with no license, with free license, just to be specific. That can help at least the very first 30,000 people to really make sure that those ones get off and they have something to really get to get paid, and they can link it up with all of their different cryptocurrency platforms like Luno and other different payments. So we wanted a solution whereby if our shareholders say we need this, or co-owners say we need this, we can be able to solve it and really, pegging all the challenges on other platforms. So that's what we want to do, that even the adopted cryptocurrencies, if they come, they'll have to come on our own like crypto exchange, so that we can really look at that ecosystem and help them. So I believe it will be a totally different experience from Pebito. And I think it will be much more lighter than what Wise Bitcoin was offering, but more to the fact that even the KYC will be handled by us, which is just going to really help everything and make sure that no one really loses out in terms of I've not finished this. What we can really make sure that we have a central solution that works around making sure that we do understand our co-owners, and we can pick up any kind of challenges quickly and provide that solution as fast as possible. And so with Weons, we are not introducing any other coins for now. That's what we are. That's what it's going to be provided. And we had it already in plans, but we just wanted to see how the adopted coins will work, because we thought that but again, having a solution away, I think it needs us, our own Weons, working with them, and then also seeing how we can integrate our own exchange to really get things working as fast as possible, because we're building, we're growing at a very fast, terrific speed, and it's better that we have all these solutions integrated together. So people should not think that we're running from one coin to another one, but we're just consolidating and building all the solutions together, and it's going to work out very well, and you'll just see how it will come through.
Okay, the last thing I wanted to know, because it came like a surprise to us when we are talking about our own token. I think we are the one. It is our own ecosystem that is in need of making it to be strong in the market.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, because here when I'm looking at the issue, many people who are in the platform now, they are just having the mind of, okay, we are swapping, and then we are taking this and that. And since doing so, it can also on the other side kill the value of our token. Now, are we having some strategies which can help us to maintain the price, or to go upward than to drop it down?
No, the good thing, Weons is just going to go stronger and stronger, because it's the very first cryptocurrency around the social media platform. There's no social media platform. If you Google WhatsApp, WhatsApp did think about it, but again, the way they were thinking about it, it's different. But for us, it's just going to go stronger, because having an advertisement revenue exchange, having the whole Weownomy chat, Weownomy web, and then also pegging it briefly. We're just pegging it briefly with 1 gram of gold to just allow all of these other platforms to work through. That's the launch in November, and the different people that are coming through. So having that product of social media is just going to grow, because the people are just coming in and in. they're not going away, and that's just going to be strong. And people coming in and knowing that the value of their participation is through this cryptocurrency, and that really provides them that participation for all the different activities that they're going to be able to do. And the company says that from all those revenues that come through, the company can never fail, or the company can never solve, because it's actually owned by the users. And so the only way to kill the project is to just get the users away from all owning Weons. But if the users own it and they see the value of it going as strong and strong and strong, that makes it totally different, because it does not now behave as shares. It now behaves as a strong medium of exchange within all the people that are using the platform. And just like the example I gave, that you have a business with an inventory, and that inventory takes it a lot of time to really clear. And if that business comes on Weownomy, and it adopts Weons as a way to make sure that people can get all those products, and getting it on a very highly, the reason why we can provide a highly discounted approach for all of the products is because it just drives in a lot of people to get that product on a discount, and then it increases the usability of Weons, and that's how the owner is paid, and that's how our users walk away very happy with just all of them being able to increase their purchasing power. The other one is able to increase his own production of goods that he can bring into the ecosystem. And it's a unique, no one has ever thought of that kind of advertisement, whereby actually the advertisement, the person who watched the advert goes away with the product in a way that is very user-friendly. And then that again builds the usability of Weons very strongly. And as we get as many people come through, it can really bring a lot across the network. And that's how every one of us benefits, because no one controls the coin. The coin now becomes like our father and mother and everything, and it does a lot great around the ecosystem. So that's the only thing. So we don't want to establish a system where we say that we have this coin, we're going to put a governance system, we're going to have, no, we just want to have that coin grow, and all the people around it can just benefit with this growth. And that's the the amazing thing about it. And it's just going to go strength, and that's why we're so confident to really peg it with 1 gram of gold to allow it to start. But that 1 gram of gold will fall out as soon as, once the value goes past 1 gram of gold, then it's on its own. It can now be on its own, and we don't need any kind of pegging on it at all. So that's how the whole strategy around Weons is going to work. And it's amazing how it's really going to work very fast.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Peter.
Great, how are you?
Evening.
Okay, it's me,
Hello.
It's me, here. I've got a question.
Yeah.
Mr. Peter, I didn't hear you clearly answering that question of Ethereum blockchain, because Ethereum blockchain is one of the most expensive. For example, one needs to transfer or to trade $200 is going to be charged $1,000. As our CEO,
you're saying if one needs to,
if let's say one need to transfer or to exchange coins with the value of $200 on the Ethereum blockchain is going to be charged, let's say $1,000, because their fees are too high. What have you put in place so that we are not going to be charged those exorbitant fees? Because most of the people are running away from Ethereum blockchain.
Now we have also a unique compatibility with a network that has really helped us to do this very well. And the way they have done it, there's actually no fees, no those gas fees and stuff like that. And so the question you're putting to me, I really know that there will not really be that situation that you're talking about. I will definitely, I'm having a Skype with them, but where they put it to me, they said we should not even have those gas fees or stuff like that. But we definitely, I'm very confident that we will be able to really get out of that, because they explained that to me and made it very clearly. And I think I'll also put that point across and let them know if this can happen, what can we really do. Then if that happens, then for the very first 30,000 co-owners who those were going to participate on the 18th, then we the company then has to really take up that and make sure that we solve that, and then you don't get incurred for those fees. We can just use an extra Weons to really make sure that we take care of that on your behalf. So I think that could really be the very first immediate answer to that. But to also I'm going to make sure that I follow up with what they explained to me and really come up with that. But we believe we can handle that if that's the major issue on your side, and make sure that we have an extra amount that should be able to be cleared for your fees, so that you don't get worried, if I'm being specific with your answer.
Okay, on another question again, does this exchange is it able to transfer our coins directly into our bank accounts, like e.g. those who are in Nigeria, Zimbabwe, you see? Does it have the facility?
Yes, they do have. That can happen, absolutely. And also independently for those ones who have Luno accounts and other exchanges that people do have. With the free license that we have with that exchange, it can definitely do that, because it's different. So it's different from the self-key one. The self-key also has that same thing, but we thought we should also have our own exchange that can help our people independently to be able to use the decentralized swap of tokens to different fiat payment system using their OTC arrangements that they do have. And I think that could really, it will really solve a great deal. So with the exchange, absolutely that can solve, and you can be able to get those funds in the best way, depending on the different countries, what they have. If it's just from hours to Bitcoins, and then now from Bitcoins to what you want to transfer, that can happen. And for the banks, we have really wanted to focus on the digital bank in the US and the one that we're setting up in Africa, to really make sure that then we can be able to solve anything that relates with the digital bank. But for now, it should be from our token to Bitcoin, Bitcoin or even Ethereum arrangement, whereby at least we can take up the fees through all the Weon separate, tokens that will be able to be set up for the fees clearance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evening. Are we going to be paid on the 18th?
Yes, you're going to be paid using the cryptocurrencies. So that's the arrangement that we are talking about, and that's how you'll be able to trade it. Just like the way I send you 2 Bitcoins, and then you're able to trade it out and you get the payment, you get the fiat currencies. So we're not dealing with fiat directly, we're dealing with the crypto, which you'll be able to change, and then you get your fiat currencies.
Can I make a deposit?
You want to make a deposit for what?
For now, for Class C. Will I be paid on Wednesday or?
Now the good arrangement with our own Weons will not have restrictions for now, because the exchange is open, so people will not have pressures of saying that it's going to be open, just to make sure that people can be able to deal. So if you come with Class C, if you come with Class B, or come with Class A, at any time, because now we want to make sure the usability of Weons is used highly, so we'll not have restrictions. The restrictions were mainly on the adopted ones, because we wanted to make sure that at a certain time you don't miss out from the increased price. But with Weons, we're going to treat you much more in a very different way, and I'll be able to write about that in the official letter tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so it's going to change a lot, because even the announcement that I'd made earlier on to really increase the prices of 1,000, we will try and modify it to really something acceptable and allow people to go ahead, because this is now our own cryptocurrency and people can use it, and we just want to make them easier, so they shouldn't feel that we're going to really make changes a lot, so they can really come through. The only thing is that if you get Class D will only be open in November. You can have them. You can actually have even the coins worth of Class D, but you can't, cash out as Class A, B, and C.
Okay, can I pay now?
Yeah,
Okay.
You can. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, you can use the same. Like I've told you now, we're starting as we're now going to receive in Weons. You can also pay in Bitcoin. So now Weons will also be put on the platform, so people can also be able to pay using it as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Narepita.
Yes, hello, Nate.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
How are you, Narepita?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
How are you, Tate Peter? How are
Hello,
you?
sir. Please.
Hello, it's me speaking here. How are you, Narepita?
I'm good, Dad. How are you?
I'm good. First, if I may congratulate you on the
Mama Ellen.
Hello?
Hello, Nate Peter.
you hear me?
Hello.
I'm still speaking, is it not?
Yeah, you were speaking and then you kept quiet. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. So I was saying, if I may congratulate you on the Google Trends, I think that's cemented everything for us. What the first question I have is self-key. What are the fiat currencies that are attached to that?
Or the fiat currencies that are attached there. The good thing they can adopt. Most of the fiat currencies, depending, but I think they can adopt the South African rand, and
Okay.
the South African rand, they can be able to adopt it. And I think even other currencies that people may want, but I think mostly they will be comfortable with the South African rand. So that one is for sure, it can be adopted there.
Okay. Now the second question is, when people try to register tomorrow, because there will be many of us, if for any reason, and I don't wish that happens, but if for any reason the servers get overwhelmed and then they crash and whatever, who exactly can we contact or help us from Weownomy?
The good thing, we have as well a team from Self-Key, and with them, they have handled quite a major project, so we don't really think that will happen. So I think they have the capability to at least do much better, like Wise Bitcoin, and do handle quite a lot. And it's easier on the whole process. And one thing that I like is that they're shifting all the KYC on our side, so that makes everything easier on our side, to really make sure that we can, if we have the KYC done on our side, then we can handle the whole challenges that can come through. But I think their platform will be able to really respond much better than what was happening with Capito.
The other question is, in the past meetings, we had said there will be a list so that people can check that they're going to be paid.
Yes.
Is that list still going to be published?
I talked to the IT team. They said the best way is they're going to put, instead of putting out the list, because publishing people's names just like that is also a big concern. So what they were saying, the only way they can verify that you will be paid is by seeing the verification on your dashboard. I think that verification is very important. If it's Class C, Class B, or Class A, you see, if you see the verification says you have been verified, then that one alone confirms that you are ready to be paid. And then the list, we can have it internally without publishing people's names again, which is not good. So I think the verification, having it directly on your platform alone confirms that you'll be paid without us publishing a list for everyone to read and stuff like that.
Okay, now the other question is, for those people who may not, due to their inability to grasp quickly, or they don't have internet, they are far, they are what can we do for them so that they get paid? At the earlier meetings, you had said they can be paid on somebody's addresses. Now, what can we do for those people? Because we are going to have those people who they may not be able to meet the deadline for registering. I'm 100% sure.
Now, again, with Weons, there's not actually a proper deadline as such, because this is now our own user-owned peer-to-peer. What happens is that from the 18th, with a big number of people who are supposed to trade all their Weons, that is fine. But going forward until the next payout, any of the people who come through, they can still be able to, to trade their Class C or Class B. So that's the uniqueness of what will happen. So we will not have like a standard deadline. It means any new one who comes in, apart from the bulk that we know that needs to be paid, will be mainly participating on the 18th. But after the 18th, the rest can also come through. So the challenges of those ones who cannot, if we really think that they cannot even meet the KYC or any arrangement, then we can find someone else or who can sign a consent letter on their behalf to say that, okay, I'm giving a person who can assist me. Either he can appoint the company or he can appoint the person that he knows that he trusts and is a co-owner, that he can actually get the money on his or her behalf. I think that will make everything much more easier. Yeah, but the way we are doing it with user-owned, we want to really make sure that it tracks the value going ahead. Now that we have pegged it with 1 gram, so we want to have as many people use it and many people who come through and those ones who are trading. So that makes it much more stronger initially. So I believe the best is I'm going to have an official letter tomorrow to just strengthen out some of these important points to really make sure that everyone can understand that the way we are going to handle Weons is totally different from the way we handle other adopted coins that come through.
Peter, putting it differently, what you're saying is, if somebody fails to get paid on the 18th for whatever reason,
yeah,
but he was already in before the 18th,
yeah,
he or she can expect to be paid maybe on the 19th, on the 20th. I'm not saying it will be like that, but I'm saying after the 18th, but not to wait for the next 18th September.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it will work. And
Thank
then
you very much.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay, hello, Nadi.
Hello.
How are
I
you?
have one question for you, please.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, CEO. My question is with regard to the value of the cryptocurrencies that will be deposited into the new platform that you have just told us about.
Yeah.
And the value, is the value and the type. And also my concern also is with regard to how are you going to provide some form of support going forward, because I would believe or think that it's not even clear now as to how that will be withdrawn or that will be swapped with other cryptocurrencies. So I just need some clarity in relation to that. Maybe even if you can make an example with maybe class E as to how much maybe they will be getting for now. It's really not clear for me, really.
Okay,
Thank you.
For the value, I've just made it very clear. What happens is we have pegged Weons with 1 gram of gold, but that is shortly to make sure. So when you peg something, you anchor it on something. So we anchor it on 4 factors. First, we have the launch of Weownomy Chat. Secondly, you have the ecosystem already. We have quite a number of people, who are around 80,000 users. Thirdly, we have the advertisement revenue exchange, which will be powered by Weons. That means any kind of advertisement activities that are running around that will be used by that. And what happens is all the different revenue that comes up from the launch of Weownomy Chat, which is going to be tremendous. The number of users who are going to use Weons, because it's greatly, it's just going to make it much more easier, because people now know that if I really want to identify with this company, they have a different way they welcome you. And from the beginning, we've been telling people that Weownomy is going to be a platform whereby users are paid for using it. And so that really solidifies everything by people having their own. And so the value keeps, it's now tagged on, is now pegged on 1 gram of gold. And that what means is that for all of those different activities within a very short period of time, that price of gold is going to hang in. And if we want to continue using that 1 gram of gold going forward, or if as we get many people who come on board, who are registering or who are participating on the platform, that usability can either put some funds aside to continue pegging that with 1 gram of gold, or if we allow it, we can just quite a number of people who use all of our different section area entities of the Weownomy advertisement revenue, Weownomy Chat, and also the digital banks which are coming in. All of that add a very unique arrangement, and looking at the Google trends of what exactly the potential of Weownomy is. So that establishes the value that we have now at 1 gram of gold temporarily, but it can also So secondly, we have just shown you on the presentation, if you took time, and we already have an exchange. That exchange provides us a free license, and you can be able to trade on any of the pairs. You can pair it with Bitcoins. But mostly we can pair it with Bitcoins. Or there's also Ethereum, where the tokens are being set up, will be also another way of getting people paid. And so, like for Class C, we want an example for Class C. It's 200 of Weons, which is pegged at amount of 57, and you're able to get, I think, something like 160 rands, and that's what we're able to exchange with a smart swap exchange, which offers us a free license to exchange with either Binance, with either Bitcoin, or with either Ethereum, and that then and remember, you have just the self key has 2 different things. You have just downloaded yourself that Ethereum. So if it comes from that self key in Ethereum format, and also through the token format, and you want to exchange it, so exchange from a token to Ethereum, or again to the Bitcoins, and you can just transfer it directly to the Bitcoin wallet, and you can then exchange it with Luno or any other cryptocurrencies, depending where you are, for that matter. So that's how the whole arrangement is, that we have a unique self-key wallet, which allows you to create your own wallet where you can get the tokens of Weownomy and deposited in there. And then you can either exchange with Ethereum or we can use our smart swap exchange that provide ultimate liquidity to either exchange it with Bitcoins, and that directly goes through your wallet. So that's the way it will be, and it's going to work very effectively.
Good evening, Tatem.
Hello.
Semakula.
Good evening. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. Hello, Tate Semakula. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I'm from Pretoria, Tate Semakula. Long live, long live. We are grateful to have you. Okay.
Happy to hear from you.
Okay, Tate Semakula. I'm just gonna touch on something. There were people that were excited to join the company. So they are my downliners. So when I introduced this to them, they did not have the money and they came together and they donated each. There are 4 people and they donated 250, 250, 250. Now, what I'd like to ask is it possible for the company to have a consent form for them to all sign together, because the account is only in one person's name, you know, just to safeguard them, for them to feel at ease that they'll be paid and not this one person will run off with their money. And then another thing, the last one, I have this great awesome idea that this Makula, and that it's 2 weeks now that I've written 2 emails to you. I don't know if they got through or what, but I'd really like to have a meeting with you, Tate Semakula.
Okay, no, sure, absolutely. I'd be happy if we can arrange a private Zoom meeting.
Okay. Okay. How can I get your number, Mr. Semakula?
It's 519.
Okay.
34. 135. Actually, it's the WhatsApp number.
165.
No, 519-34-135.
135. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll give you a buzz. When is it okay for me to give you a buzz to arrange for the date of the meeting?
Okay. Or you can also, like tomorrow, if you can even write on WhatsApp, we can really pick it up quickly.
Okay, thank you so much. I'd really love to hear about the consent form for the people, Mr. Semakula. Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. How are
Good
you?
Evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Sino. Good.
I'm good.
Hello, Sino. How are you? Yes. This is Poverty Fighter.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm happy that you didn't. You're not dead. You're still alive.
Yeah, they're bringing propaganda in the groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to start with greeting to Ntatele Tebele and start asking him first the questions so that he can assist me. And Ntatele Tebele guy. Ntatele Tebele.
Yes, Nare Peter, I'm still here.
Hello.
They're asking you a question.
Yes. Yes, Ntatele Tebele.
Yes, Nare, I'm here. You can go ahead.
Hello. Okay, then. Ntatele Tebele, I have my downlines that if you can look at in my genealogy. So I have 3 people that have been assisting. So it seems that I uploaded their proof of payment, but they're not ready yet. So, but the third one from the last, when I couldn't upload, yes, hello, I couldn't upload her proof of payment because of hello. There's a back. This. Okay. It seems that my voice is talking back to me. So I uploaded I didn't upload the third one from the last. I didn't upload the proof of payment because of the options of on track certificate. I couldn't do that because the uploading option didn't work. Even on the on the KYC and legibility, add new documents again. I couldn't. It didn't. That button it was not working. So and another one upgraded from class D. His name is Henrik Olifile. Yes, from class D to class C. So that one again is status didn't it's not help desk, but they didn't do it. They only helped me with another client that it's not even mine, but I'm helping them. So that client is the one that I told last week that you must downgrade the head. So thank you for that. They did it. So on the other this CEO, coming back to you.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, CEO. I'm happy to have now you introduce our own product and our own crypto exchange that we to use. Then moving from platform to platform, that was giving us a little bit challenge that we even I'm talking about me. I was taking you mostly because of I was seeing that you only causing us a lot of work because of after we have done everything 95% to nearly 99%, then you change to another one, and those people we must go back. So those in short, those people, if you can look from Weownomy side, since you were using paying from AEX till to now to pay Bito, they can't access or master or the systems. So we are the ones helping them. So it gives us a lot of work, especially people who are willing to help everyone on the groups. So in that way, I think now with this one, at least we will have a relief. And again, I'm asking again, I'm still gonna ask this again. Could we please, during the week, have some education presentation that will help all of them? Because of, if you can look from the beginning, since we start this business, all these people, most of them, they can't do anything for themselves. So it's better if you can get assistance again from someone representing the company and being there for us and having a learning classes for all of us, so that they can at least learn from there.
No, absolutely. That's a great idea. We're going to make sure we definitely get someone. And I'm happy that at least you appreciate that we have our own way to really make sure that we can work with our own Weons to really help all our shareholders. So that will really help a lot. And so there's no more any introduction apart from our own Weons and moving up and doing the best as possible. So I'm going to talk with the IT team to see how we can really help out.
Yes. Sorry, guys. I don't know when I ask questions. Almost all every week it's like this. People are talking at the back, and I don't know that. I don't know
Oh, really?
that. Are you guys against? Yes, I don't know that. Are you guys against me or how? I don't understand.
No,
Because
it's
of
not
Sorry
here,
against
about that.
clarity.
you.
So sorry about that, really. I
Okay,
had all
sir.
your questions
About
very good.
yes, about people as people that are paid for our network for networkers, those 1.5.
Yeah.
When are you going to attend to us?
Oh, yeah, it's very important. I think I mentioned about it in the official letter that said that all of them, they will definitely now be paid with the new currency. And also to compensate them and make sure that they don't only get that, they'll also get their monthly ones, which qualifies them for the virtual social media agency, which is around $60,000 in our new Weon. So we're going to do that so that you don't just get what you're supposed to get, we're just hitting the number, but again, also what is required for you to get a monthly level as a Weownomy virtual media agency.
Yes, sir. About wait. About people that you said they must sign consent form if they want to be helped for people who go into to be paid. What about people who are aiming for minors for their kids because of they can't sign that consent form?
Oh yeah, for the minors, I think it should be the parents who should take up that responsibility to really do the best.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Maurice.
Good evening, Caroline speaking here.
Hi, how are you?
Why they say you my CEO?
I'm good.
Moses, hey. This is your name. This is your name. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm very proud to have a CEO like you. Sir.
Really?
You know, when my friend introduced me to Weownomy, my friend, it was midnight. And I was praying. And then she introduced after 11.
Yeah.
When she introduced me to, and then it was my answer. That's why to me you are like my Moses. You'll always be my Moses. Yes. Every time you are like my. Every time when I pray, you are like my Moses. Because
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, God was answering me a lot of questions that day. So
yeah.
I didn't have money. I had to collect 200.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that night. But I paid the very same night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very proud to be a member of Weownomy and say
thank you.
May God continuously bless you and enlarge your territory. And
thank you.
Yeah, we are really a lifesaver, delivering us from Egypt of poverty. Yeah.
Thank you. You
know, when we listen to the teachings of our ministers, the church ministers, they always pray to God that we deliver us from poverty. So you are the one that is called to do that. So that's why we need this vision all over the country. Everybody must be a part of Weownomy. We are very proud and we are very happy that God is doing this to us, actually, all of us.
Oh, that is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My other question was the very nearly the same one as the previous, the minors. Myself is children and my sister's children. I'm doing it on their behalf. Can we upgrade them on the 18th? Upgrade them on the free ones for now.
I think there is I've seen on the self. Or you're saying to upgrade. Whom do you want to upgrade?
I want to upgrade most of them on the 18th from the money that I will earn. Some of them.
Sure. Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay, so 1,000 rand each.
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Is the money 1,000?
You're saying if the money?
Is it class C still 1,000 rands?
I'm gonna clarify that in the official letter tomorrow, so you'll be able to get the right answer tomorrow.
Yes, okay. So I appreciate that one. No, the
Thank
other
you.
Good morning. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are you?
Happy Women's
And how
Month.
about you?
Great. Happy Women's Month, really.
I can see I'm listening, and
Yeah,
you know, my mother had to actually wake me up.
Yeah.
It was the lady that you just recently spoke to. She
Yeah.
was insisting that she wanted to make a deposit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Already
just
up.
off from a Zoom meeting as well.
Yeah.
So I want to quickly assist her because it is her birth month.
Yeah.
Hence, she was stressing that she has already registered on
Yeah.
Class C, but I think that she wants to increase her share price. Not share price,
Okay.
but increase, okay?
Yeah.
So I can see now, I quickly went on your website, and then I see the subscription there. It's only B and C, am I correct?
Oh, it's okay. It's Class B and C. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then
Yeah.
now because now she wants to put an additional 2,000.
Okay.
How do I then proceed? Because now
Okay, yeah.
when I click,
Actually,
yeah.
now on the website, it's okay. You can even generate an invoice there. It's very easy. If you go in there, we have you just click on any of those subscriptions. It can easily show you which one you want, and you use the Coinbase, and it will simply generate the invoice for you, and you can pay.
Oh, okay, fantastic. And I see that Class A is not yet on the system. Hence, I've mentioned last week when I.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We're gonna put it on the system. Yes,
Can that be
because there are
done
not
so
so
that
many
we can
people for
also,
that.
yeah.
But definitely we'll put it there. I'm gonna talk with our IT team to make sure that we have it there. Absolutely.
Okay, can that be done so that we can also be accommodated? Hence, I
Yeah.
did say last week, if you can please accommodate us and sort of give us an exclusive
Yeah.
Zoom meeting so that, you know, we can get more details.
Did you write on my email or something like
Yeah,
that?
I did. I did. Yeah, I did. I think if my PA sent it through, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not quite certain.
What is your email address? Maybe if I can.
Okay, can I just quickly, I'll just spell it out.
Yeah.
Sierra Echo. Sierra Echo, meaning SE.
SE.
BE.
BE.
TSE.
TSE.
BA.
BA.
Numerical 21.
21.
At Gmail.
At gmail.com.
Please.
At gmail.com.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
Okay, let me see if it's really here. How come I don't see anything? C?
Or did I take the wrong? It's S for sugar, E for elephant.
Oh,
B
it's
for,
S.
yeah,
Okay.
S.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, so yeah, if you can just please respond to me if you can, Peter. And yeah, if we can try to accommodate, because I can see she's very excited. And I am also excited for all of the women because I can see mothers are really driving this, which really makes me to be on my toes. And hence, that's why I want us to discuss because I've got big brands that they are in line to come on board as well. So the sooner we do this, the sooner we can take it and explode it, let it be destructive. So I'm 100% behind the vision myself, and I can't wait to see my mother smiling on the 18th. Hence, I said it's her birth month.
Absolutely.
And yeah, let's take it further.
No, that is great. No, thank you very much.
I thank you. I think there's a guy that I wanted to commend. His name is Silo Kibita. Am I correct? Silo Kibita from your IT department.
You're saying that interview?
I wanted to commend him on IT, Silo.
Yeah, I think he's here. Yes, we do have Mr. Selo Kimita as one of our
Okay, I wanted
IT.
to give him a compliment for the great service that he provided my mother. I think she had 2 queries and they were sorted within seconds. So absolutely
Thank you very
brilliant.
much, and
Okay,
we do
keep it up,
appreciate.
Mr. Litebele, with you and your team. And yeah, like I said, I'm behind you all, guys, and we can't wait.
Thank you very much. ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Peter. I'll hear from you then. Enjoy,
Okay.
and then I'll excuse myself.
Sure.
Good morning. Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
My question is very simple and straightforward. I would like to know if there'll still be any contract that will be given to us before the 18th.
Oh yes, you are. Can you maybe be specific? Are you saying?
Okay, there was a time you said there will be contract that will be signed as
for
shareholders.
the content creators?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely, definitely, you'll have it. So,
Okay.
you are now speaking. Is it content creation or the virtual media agency? Just to be. Sure.
Wasn't it a letter that you said we would send? I'm not sure whether you said it will be on our dashboard or you will.
Consent. There's another on the consent one. If you want to really maybe get the funds on behalf of someone else who cannot be able to do that. So
okay.
Yeah, that's what
And then with the self-key, you mentioned 2 platforms that we can use for the payment on the 18th. There's okay, I'm familiar now with the self-key, and there's another one. Do we have to choose on our side which one we feel comfortable with, or you're going to tell us the one that everyone will use?
Yeah, it will be self-key, because self-key now will be the one that we're using mainly for what Weons. The other ones, Pebito, is just for adopted cryptocurrency. So this one is just mainly for our own now.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate, and God richly bless you. Thank you, sir, and all your team.
Good morning, Tate. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning, Tate Peter.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tate Peter, I've got a problem here. My children are in France. They've registered for Class C shares. They're in France and they use Standard Bank accounts in South Africa because they are South Africans. And and when my daughter went, the address that she used for the bank account is no longer hers now. And now they're struggling to make the KYC, because then now their current address may not match with what the bank has. I don't know how we can assist, like now that we are going to do the KYC on the self-key. How am I going to assist them?
Oh, okay. But do they have, at least they do have the passports, right?
No, they've got South African IDs.
Okay, they've got South African ID.
Yes, they're South Africans. They've got South African IDs. They've got the South African bank accounts. The only thing that may not match now is like now they are using the address in France. And they've been trying to send the email to Standard Bank to allow them to change the address. Standard Bank didn't come to party. So they're very frustrated.
Oh, yes, that's a very unique. We will look, I think we're going to look it with our IT team and see how best we can look at that challenge and make sure that we find a solution for it. But what about them using your current physical address? I think it will also be good if they can use that.
The thing is on the bank account statement,
Okay, I get
yes,
your point. I get your
you get my
point.
point. Yes.
Yeah.
The bank account may not match with the current physical address, even if they can use mine. You
Oh,
know?
yes, yes.
Yes.
But I think the good thing that now with self-key, they're going to transfer all the KYC to us, then that we can look at that in a favorable way and see that they're approved. So we can definitely get a solution for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other thing that what I don't understand, what never came clear to in this whole thing of the 200 ABC is they say, you say for class C is 200, right?
Yeah, that is for Weons, not ABC now. It's Weons.
Oh, okay. The 200 Weons.
Yeah.
So are you saying is the whole of class C, because we've got class C from 1,000 to 5,000?
I know it's only we're just stating the one of 1,000. The one of 2,000 definitely is different. So the one of 2,000, I'm going to state it very clearly, up to 5,000 in an official letter tomorrow. What it's pretty clear as well. Even the one of 2,000, which is just 10,000, which is 2,000, but the others who paid 15, 20, 30. So that one is also different.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, Ndate, what I would like to know is like the people who are the listeners on Mzansi.
Yes.
The listeners on Mzansi.
Yes.
You know, I've been hearing some voice notes being repeatedly played.
Yeah.
Are people going to be paid for that?
Yes, absolutely. And now we're going to use Weons for that arrangement. Absolutely.
But then now, how do we get tied to those people? Because like I, for one, my voice note is been running like all the time. And like, I don't even have a connection as to now how are they going to tie it with me? You know?
Or you're going to have a specific account, and then if it has been running, we're going to, the radio station definitely has all the confirmations to really tell us how long it has been run. And I think that should really start right away with you signing the contract. I'm going to push it out because Weons is out, so that you definitely have all the time that has been airplayed there. It will be captured for the time that should be reflected in the calculator, money calculator, and then we definitely link it up with the payment that you have to be paid in Weons. So that's, no worries. You should just be happy that at least you're getting a lot of attention, and now that has to be turned into monetary value quickly.
So this account, where will I get it? How am I going to?
We do have it already on the system. It's just that we're going to give all the people so that they can do. We're going to make it in a way that you can open it as a user on your own, and then you state what exactly you have, like what is being airplayed, and then we cross-check with Mzansi to confirm that is true, and then it will be put in there on the system, and absolutely every time it plays, it should tag with your account on the advertisement revenue exchange. So actually you're talking about the advertisement revenue exchange, which is critical, and very happy that we're going to really get it started fast.
Thank you so much, Ndate. Good morning to everyone. Thank you.
Right.
Good morning, COO.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm happy today to get in and ask my question, although some of my questions have already been answered. I'm Rachel from South Africa.
Yes, Rachel, happy to hear from
my
you.
First question is on the question of KYC.
Yes.
I've got my downliner who does not have the bank account. And when I registered her using my own bank account. So I just wanted to check how is she going to be verified? Because she used my bank account because she doesn't have a bank account. She's just not educated in any way. So yes, so I just wanted to check as to how is she going to be helped, or can I be able to use that signed agreement?
Yeah,
on her behalf?
absolutely. I think that's going to be the starting point, and then the second point is to, once we have our digital bank set up, especially one that we want in Africa, then he can be able to definitely use those services. But for now, at least it should be through you. That you can take that consent form and help out.
Okay. The other problem is that she can't even operate a smartphone.
Oh, now
Yes.
you have to you have to really help out a great deal.
So that's why I wanted to check, can I continue using my bank account, because she's just my next door neighbor?
Absolutely. I think
Yes.
that's good.
Okay. And then the other thing is that we waited for this signed agreement so that we can complete the information on their behalf and send it to you. But it was since promised, but it never came to our.
No, I think you should have it by tomorrow. You should have it by tomorrow, and also the other pending agreements for other people that have been waiting. Because now we have followed up very keenly, and now we can now move quickly. So by tomorrow you should have it out.
Okay. No, up to that far, I think my question. Okay, the other thing is that maybe this one can be directed to Ntatel Jabel. I've got other downliners who registered on class C before, but they were unable to pay because of lack of funds. And up to so far, they haven't paid yet. So I'm not very sure as to will the IT team be able to downgrade them to class D, because now there is an option for them.
Yeah, that one can be done.
Or should I register them again on class D?
Even that one is equally important if you can do that.
No, the system will not allow registering them again on class D, but what you can do is to provide us the list of their names and maybe their emails, and then the team can do the downgrade.
Okay, where should I send their names and the emails?
Yeah, through the support channels, the help desk and the live chat, or even to the office email, we can process that.
There?
We have the help desk and the live chat and the support emails that we
support
receive.
emails. Okay.
Yes.
I got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night and have a blessed week ahead. Blessed Sunday.
Good. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Yes,
I see that the system is still there. I can't upload it, and I see that you are on it to update those people. Can I send the POP to you via WhatsApp now for Eva?
Like I just mentioned, even if you send to me, the reason why I'm being disconnected and is because we are actually undertaking the process. We are on the process of, like I said, moving all our documents, into a cloud storage, the AWS storage, whereby now we will have more space, because currently we're actually sitting at around 98% of our total space. So if we could allow additional documents to be uploaded, the whole system will go down. Immediately when we reach 100% capacity, then the system will actually crash. So that is why we had to stop the uploading of documents. while we move the ones that we have now to a bigger storage. And the process has already started, and we are hoping that maybe by tomorrow midday or maybe after lunch, because now it's actually a big file, that we are moving around 160, close to 170 gigs of documents. So we cannot be able to upload the documents as of now until that process is complete, and then we are able to link to the new storage. So that is what I'm actually working on now. So please, if you don't see your documents, if you cannot upload, just don't be alarmed. We are actually migrating our documents, but this is for, to allow even the increased numbers that are coming in. Then we won't have another problem again in terms of the storage resource.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello.
Hi,
Good
how are you?
morning. I'm good, Dr. Peter.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, my wife?
I'm okay. Yes, Dr. Peter, a little bit okay. I've got a few questions, Dr. Peter, and thank you very much for the presentation tonight. I think it has lifted my spirits. I was a little bit down because of the previous experiences with the other platforms.
Yeah.
Yes, but I still have questions. You mentioned in the beginning the two platforms, the ones that we are supposed to register with, which is the self-key. And so you also talked about the smart swap. The smart swap, is it for the company, or do we also have to participate in that? That
It's
is
an
my
exchange.
first
It's
question.
just like an exchange, but that one will be exclusively for our token.
So do we also have to register with that, with the smart swap, or what is going to happen?
No, you don't have to register. That one is just for us to use for the for making sure that, yeah, you just come in there, you pay. You'll not do any KYC there. There's nothing that is required for any
All
KYC.
right.
Yeah.
So in terms of the self-key for the KYC, is it on an individual basis for choosing whatever documents they want to upload? Because I saw that you've got a number of documents where people can choose. So does it depend on individuals to say, I want to use a passport, I want to use a water bill, I want to use a bank statement? Okay.
Yeah. So you can choose on any. So if you use an ID, or maybe you want to use a passport, or you want to use a birth certificate, so it depends what you want.
Okay. And also, do we use the emails that we use for registering with Weownomy when we register with self-key?
Yeah, definitely.
So we have to use those ones.
Any email that you're comfortable with.
Or any email is fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, for instance, I have my personal email and I have my AEX email address, which the AEX I registered with it for Weownomy and AEX. And then I have a personal email address, which I can use for self-key.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. The other one is I have a shareholder co-owner who has paid for Class C for her children, but she used the process in the website. But now she can't get the proof of payment, which the IT people clearly understand. So they are saying she should get something that shows the amount and all that. And unfortunately, Altcoin Trader doesn't provide such proof of payment. It will give you the ID, the transaction ID, and the Bitcoin address only. So it doesn't give how the amount of Bitcoin that you have paid. So I think now she's getting frustrated because they are saying they cannot accept that proof of payment. unless it shows how much was paid. And unfortunately, also she can't go and check under blockchain. I think you have to also register or sign up there before you can access the blockchain.com, so that maybe if it is possible to check from there using the transaction ID.
So, okay. So what you're saying, the issue is mainly about the payment.
Yes, she paid using the system in the website. But then when she gets there, then she used the altcoin trader to pay the amount that was stipulated.
Yes.
Yes. But then now, when she submits that, whatever, that documentation that shows the transaction ID and the Bitcoin address, they don't accept it. They said it has to also show the amount of Bitcoin.
Okay. No, we can, but at least, it doesn't show anything. It just shows only the transaction alone. It doesn't show like even the Bitcoins that have been sent.
Yeah, it doesn't give that. It doesn't give that. The only thing that gives that is now different. I don't know how they are going to tie that, because the one, there is a page which shows how many Bitcoins for each. I think she did 4 transactions. And then when she clicks on the information against each transaction, it takes her to the page where it just shows the transaction ID and the Bitcoin address. Yes. So I don't know how they will be able to link that. And also, again, what is surprising, I don't know whether that is actually correct. Each transaction comes with its own different a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin address, a wallet address. How possible is that? Does the money go to the same? Because if you do a transaction, it gives you a certain wallet address, and then you do another transaction, it gives you a different one. So I really didn't understand how that is possible, because I thought that the money should go into one wallet, not different ones.
Maybe that little table.
Yes, Naripita. No, that is it is still, it is actually how it works. Every transaction is like when we create the invoices, they are assigned different order numbers. So those are system auto generated, and they are still coming on the same wallet
account.
Yes.
They come to the same account.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know then how can maybe it be helped with those things, because they are rejecting the proof of payment that she's providing. My very last one is with regard to the people that I had submitted their names and their proof of payments for them to be issued the certificate. I think the other ones were done. There were 4 of them, but one was left out. I think maybe mistakenly, because maybe it was quite a number of them. And I've been trying to follow up on that so that that person can be issued with the certificate. So I don't know that how, because I was talking to Tate Bokang. He's the one actually who did the other ones, and then by mistake I think he left this one. So I've been following up with him, but to no avail. And I also talked to one other lady, no, another gentleman. So I'm still waiting for the correction to be made, for the certificate to be issued for that person, unless it is not going to affect the payment, as long as the proof of payment has been uploaded into his dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, let me okay. I know. Normally for that one, I think. Okay, Ladeboga maybe is also here. I think he's already listening to you, and then I'll make sure that he assists you on whatever maybe that he skipped.
Yes,
But
that
as long
is.
as what is mostly important is just that for now the uploading of the documents are on hold. But as soon as the uploads are permitted, what people should do, because at a time when we'll be displacing processing all the payouts, we'll actually be verifying through the uploaded documents, the proof of payment. So it's very important that you make sure that even if your account is not, you are not able to log in or whatever problem, make sure that at least the proof of payment is there. If it is there, then everything will be processed.
Okay, yeah, the proof of the proof of payment has been uploaded. It's there in the dashboard already. It's just that the certificate has not been issued. That is the only concern.
Yeah, no, if it is there, then we will assist him. No worries.
Okay, and stop hiding.
Not hiding our face. So lot that we are actually doing from years.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
Hello. To assist on that about what she said, I think in when we're paying, we get the notifications on our emails. So, and again, we get the notification on the app itself that we paid. So on those transactions, then they can go there and open that statement to show you that they send how many bitcoins there to which wallet address. I think they will find it there, so that it can even support the proof of payment, because actually Alcon doesn't give them the specific amount, just says payment made when it gives them, but in their notifications, so they will get on their statement, they can get the information and send it to you. How can they do that? Can they do that?
Your network was cutting. I couldn't get the question clearly.
And no, it's not the question. I was trying to assist about the question that they were asking. So for people to track the payment notifications for where it gives notification that they paid on the transaction, so that they can get the actual amount and actual address where they send the money or the bitcoins. So because of alcohol trade, it doesn't give that one. It just said payment completed, and then it's like that. It doesn't show anything. So, but when you open on the messages that they send on your statement, so you know where you send the money, to which address. I think if they can attach that as a proof of payment.
Oh, okay. No, I think if I understand the suggestion, or every time you make a payment, I know on Altcoin, they will simply show that the transaction is complete, and maybe they show you the transaction ID and the address. Yes. When did you send the amount, but they don't give much details. But our system is in such a way that automatically it sends you immediately when the transaction is complete, it will send you an email. Because immediately when you initiate the transaction, we request that you provide the email and your names. So you'll get a notification that will give you the order number. because that order number
Yes.
is very important in the case we are to verify anything. Either sometimes people have underpaid or sometimes they have overpaid or sometimes
Yes.
there's any query. It's very easy to track using that order number that is
That
provided. Yes.
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 That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The problem that she was asking about it solved.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Can we take at least more, maybe 2 or 3 questions? It's already late and we are finalizing the process on the other side. Larry, Peter?
Yes, that indeed it's
Yes,
true.
I'm actually working on both sides now, because on the other hand, we want to make sure that the documents are okay and people will be able to, maybe we are trying to speed it up, maybe by tomorrow morning, not tomorrow morning, no, already, by maybe in the morning hours, like around 10 or so. I wanted to make sure that at least the system is fully back online and people can actually be able to verify their documents and all that. So that is why we are working on that hand with the IT team. But yeah, we can take maybe 2 or 3 more questions and then. Yes, ma'am.
How are you, Little Tebele?
I'm good. How are you, Melia?
Okay. Little Tebele, I still need the feedback of those people that I have a problem with. Those one who cannot access their dashboard. You said I must send you the email, and I did, but the problem is still the same. It's not solved.
You sent the email to office email.
Yes. You said I must.
Yeah, can I have your email? I think I've worked on many of the issues that were sent to me, but maybe I skipped that one. It was just a mistake. Can I have your email and maybe I can check?
Matotlo Amelia 99@gmail.com.
Matotlo Amelia
99@gmail.com.
Okay, no, I can see the email. I'll make sure that we assist you. Yes, thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. CEO.
We are talking.
Yes, we are talking to Gloria from Durban. I would like to thank you for everything that you have done for us and your good presentation. So I don't think that I've got the question about the answer for clearly for shares. My worry is that if you have bought shares for 1,000 rand and the other downliner bought the shares for 2,000 rand, how are they going to be paid? Are they going to be paid according to the amount of shares that you have? Because through my understanding, 1,000 shares was supposed to have 10,000 shares. If you buy shares for 2,000, you are going to get 20,000 shares. So can I get clarification about that?
Okay, in cryptocurrencies, it's going to be slightly different, but again, it means the one of 1,000, the one of 2,000 definitely will get more compared to the one of 1,000, the one of 3,000 in the same way. And I just said by tomorrow, I mean, later in because already it's not tomorrow, it's already Sunday. So later in the day, I should be able to provide you that letter, which will clarify all the different payments for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, including even 10,000, 20,000, depending on all of this different, because there are tokens which will be deposited will be different, definitely.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. CEO. That was only my question that I have.
Okay,
Thank you.
Right. I think we are good to go. Let us just have some relax. That will tell me.
Yes, now repeat.
I think we are good to go. Is there any? Because it's already going to.
I think, like I said, we are monitoring the process here and making sure that everything is okay. I think we should end our meeting here. And thank you very much, Nate, for the presentation. We really appreciate it. And then also our shareholders for the patience of being with us. I apologize on the issue of the cut that occurred. I was also locked out and I had to start all over because now I couldn't join. But then thank you very much, everyone, for attending our meeting and looking forward to assisting you until everything is ready for the payday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thank you.
Thank
you. Good morning and good night, morning.
Thank you.